7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hello, everybody out there watching, fans, friends, neighbors, dogs, cats, anybody who has eyes, and you're watching this. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and thumbs up us and hit the bell if you like any part of this video. So, we're going to get started. First off, this is the SMH Show Podcast. I'm calling it a podcast more like a video podcast. What's the video version of a podcast? A video podcast. What do you call it? A video podcast. And these are going to be short. We're going to try to keep these short, weekly, lightly edited videos. Let's say lightly because I'm not going to do any kind of fancy stuff. We save the fancy stuff for more ambitious projects. So right now we're going to talk about today. First of all, today is the 18th of June. Y'all are probably going to see this. I put Monday on here, didn't I?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Is it the 18th?
Yeah.
No, I typed this up yesterday. That's why I put in Monday. All right, so it's Tuesday, the 18th. Y'all are probably going to see this on Wednesday, maybe Tuesday night, whatever. But we have some talking points we're going to talk about. So the way these videos will go, we got set of subjects. We'll talk about them. There'll be anything from entertainment to life to whatever else we can possibly think of to fit in. So, first thing I want to talk about, though, this is for all y'all older viewers who grew up in the 90s. Now, grew up in the 90s, you probably grew up with a show, with a channel called Nickelodeon. You probably watched it. And in the evenings, you probably watched something called All Day. You know, it had Kenan and Kel, you had Good Burger skits, Pearman. There were other people too, but I don't remember any of their names.
Yeah.
But it was a really good show. I mean, the best way to describe it is SNL for kids. Recently, they just had a reboot, which is executive produced by Kenan and Kel. Which, did you watch the interview that I sent you with the two of them talking about the show?
Yeah, I did. They pulled up in like that older car or something.
Sorry?
Like older car from the.
Oh yeah.
Show.
Yeah, they like the fact that they tried with this. They knew they wanted it to be just like the old All That.
Yeah.
Just with no more modern kids, of course. What else would I know? But did you watch the whole episode, the first episode?
I did not. I tried to, but yeah.
Now I watched the whole thing because I was just curious. It's like, what is this going to be like? Because Kenan is on SNL right now. Is it going to be? Is it going to mimic SNL straight, or is it going to be more like All That? One of the things that I did notice, they kept the original opening for All That. That was done by TLC, which was really nice. It was a nice little nod to the throwback. And it had a really rough start to that first episode. The first skit with the Nick Cannon thing was rough. But it was them just getting out there. It is recorded from a live crowd, just like the old ones were.
Yeah.
So they were probably just getting a feel for it. And later on, as you go through, you can see where the inspirations from the older shows start coming into the newer ones. Mm-hmm. And they started having, the skits were better. By the end, I was like, it has potential to be just as big as the original All That. If you scroll down through the comments, I mean, people are loving it. So, it's a nice show. And when I watched the interview, like Kenan and Kel, they both were like worried that they would have to train these kids on how to be funny and how to do voices. And they said that all of them showed up with like material ready to go. So wow. They didn't have to do it. And this show, they know what they're doing. They just have to Now, I don't know if any of these kids were in anything else before, but they just got to get through the first steps. No one's first show was ever, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm hooked. I mean, some of my favorite shows are like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I got into it because I like the actors in it and the actresses. And the first episode, I was like, it has potential. Let me go in a couple more episodes. And as I started going through, I said, yes, this is a show that I like. Jimmy Fallon, like, he's big. He got his own ride in Universal now and all that. But when he started Tonight Show, I was like, Jimmy, you might need to go back to SMH. It was not a good start. But now, like, I would watch it now. But oh, now he's got it. He's got his rhythm. He knows how to make the show his. And it's a good show now. Yeah. Seth's show that comes on after it, though, still has its growing pains. Maybe because it comes on so late at night, and by that time, people are like, I'm good for the night. I don't know. But the parts that you watched, did you like it? How far did you get in?
I watched most of the interview. Just pretty much them talking about like the show. Did you watch the actual show length? Do you remember Keenan had a skit in the old one where he would be in a bathtub and teach French? I forgot what they called the skit. He would be in a bathtub in a raincoat. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So the new one, and you could tell Keenan had to have made this skit because they got a kid in a hot tub and it's called Cancel. And he just complains about things that need to be canceled. And not like TV shows or something, like actual things. Like the first episode is like, you should cancel saying K instead of okay. It was hilarious. It was funny. And it had that same feel of Keenan sitting in that bathtub with a raincoat teaching you fake French. Would you play it? So we're going to talk about some new, old, and upcoming video games. New, old, and current. A little bit of everything. But we got some main bullet points. We might pull out some other ones just because. But first, and I'm actually glad we had a little talk before we started recording about this because we got two sides to this. This is a Final Fantasy VII remake. We have one person who had Final Fantasy VII. I'm not one of the hardcore fans like those crazy people that were at the press conferences, but I enjoyed the game and I was excited about the remake. I still play Final Fantasy 14. It costs too much money. On the other side, we have Michael here who is not a fan of Final Fantasy. So, why don't you tell the people what it is you don't like about Final Fantasy in general?
Okay, so Final Fantasy, I feel like the graphics are good. The whole, I'm not really a powers type guy, so you may not have like too many spells or stuff to cast on people, but like I've never been like a.
Okay, so you're just not into the whole fantasy part of Final Fantasy.
Exactly.
Okay.
The characters are nice, the graphics is nice and everything. Like they produced it well. It's just not. I don't get it.
Of course they produced it, but they made like two movies. One people didn't like just because it didn't go to a game. Come on, people. Final Fantasy: The Spirit Within was a good movie, and Alec Baldwin's voice acting was okay. I'm not gonna call it awesome because it was okay. But yeah, and I want to point out some people do talk about the graphics of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, oh, these graphics are awesome. To me, they look exactly the same as the Final Fantasy Avid Children movie they put out a while ago, which takes place in the Final Fantasy VII universe. It looks like they just took those same graphics and put it in the game.
Yeah.
Now, those graphics, don't get me wrong, they were really good.
Yeah.
But people are acting like they've never seen it before. It's just like, no, they've done this before. And they're like, oh, the graphics are why it took so long. No, they had the graphics down pat. The game is why it took so long. So, for those who don't know, this game was like years in the making. This thing has been like Kingdom Hearts level of development like we did. Final Fantasy VII Remake has been talked about forever. We, at this point, thought we would never get it. And if they showed it this year at E3, that they'd be like, and it's coming 2021. No, it's coming in, I think they said it was coming this year. Oh, no, early next year.
Yeah.
So it's coming pretty quick. And I'm excited. I like the gameplay of it. It's different. Not too different. I mean, it's different enough that it's, I say it's not too different. I'm comparing it to like 15 and 13 and those. But it is fun. There's not a whole lot to talk about it though, because it's, you know, I mean, I watched the gameplay of one of the first boss battles, and I was like, yes, because I hated that boss. Now, some people might not care about the early boss, but when you're sitting there with these super powered individuals, one dude has a gun for a hand, and you tell me they can't dodge a laser. I mean, this robot did not look like it was very agile, and you're telling me they couldn't dodge when it swung its tail. So yeah, that was my mindset when I first played Final Fantasy VII. But I did enjoy the first one, and I'll probably enjoy this one too. I don't know, I'll probably have to wait for it to go on sale because I'm that type of person. There's very few games I'm about on day one, or even at full price. Not on day one. One of those games that's trying to pull me into that though is our next game, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Is it Wildlands?
Yeah.
It's Wildlands. What's the current one called? Ghost Recon.
It's been a minute since I played any Ghost Recon.
Oh, let me grab my tab. Yes, I was right. Wildlands is the current one. Breakpoint is the new one.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So that's the second mistyped up thing that I have. So
bloopers.
So yeah, Ghost Recon Breakpoint is the newest version. It has a lot of neat stuff in it, mostly like mechanics that the Wildlands one didn't have. I have Wildlands and I enjoy it. One of the things I like about Ghost Recon is you can pretty much choose to either go in, guns are blazing, just like any other shooting game, or you can go in the stealth route and like plan each part of your kill and just go in like that. Now, because I don't have friends, I have to play it by myself. Or at least I don't have 3 friends who have the game and can play it with me. So I'm sure Michael will play it with me. I don't know if there's any kind of cross-play between Xbox and PC or not. But it's it's like one of those games you gotta think before you do anything. And Wildlands has so much going on in this open world, and you don't have to just worry about the drug cartel. You gotta worry about the local police who apparently don't like you for some reason. And so, Wildlands was really fun. So Breakpoint, I don't know how to feel about it because it takes some of that out and just puts it, you're on this island, just you and your team against this massive army of people trained by a former ghost. So, yes, it sounds really difficult and probably really fun, but it also takes away the extra just weird random things that just happen. Like in Wildlands, I'll be just driving down the street heading to my next mission, and there's just these group of guys hanging this dude from a light pole, and we just get out, gun these people down. And, well, he's already dead, so we're not worried about him. But now we got all the, hey, there's a cash box here that has, like, stuff for the resistance that's there that we're supposed to be supporting. And we get to send these supplies back to them now, because now I got other stuff to do along my way. And there's the things you use those supplies to upgrade your abilities along the line. It has a lot to do outside of just, hey, drive through this open world to this mission, kill these people. Now drive all the way over to, because it's a big place. But I do like that Breakpoint 1 has like a lot of, they put more emphasis on the stealth part.
Yeah.
You can do things like cover yourself in mud to hide yourself from drones and other enemies that might have like heat-seeking like goggles and stuff on cameras and stuff. And I thought that was a cool thing. I was like, who's thinking about this in a video game? Like, but then again, there's a realistic aspect to it. Like, well, if you're going against an army, common sense they would have some heat seeking stuff to make sure you're not like hiding in a tree somewhere. So yeah, that makes sense. So like, yeah, cover yourself in mud and just hide out. Of course, regular eyes will be able to see you if they like walk up to you like, oh, this dude mud. But yeah, it's got a lot of mechanics in it that just looks like it rewards more stealthy. So I don't think like people who are like the Battlefield or Call of Duty people are going to jump on this game because it is a more tactical game. Ghost Recon has always been a tactical squad-based game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the older ones, they were like, all right, you got this team, y'all got to go in and you're doing this thing. So, yeah, I think I would probably. At first, I thought it was a DLC thing because it didn't look that different from Wildlands, except you're in a different location. But it turns out it's a full game. It's an old full game. I don't know if I want to go for that. What about you? Would you buy it?
Well, Wildlands, what I've seen, I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, the gameplay, it looked pretty good. The graphics was good. The missions look pretty fun, so I would definitely might be interested in buying them.
And the Breakpoint one, because I know I put Wildlands, so that's probably the one you looked up.
Yeah.
But Breakpoint, the graphic-wise, it's the same graphics. It's the same engine and all of that stuff. But they have the enemy is actually the guy who played the Punisher in the Netflix Punisher series.
Wow.
He came on stage and talked about it during the E3 conference and everything. But yeah, he plays a really good bad guy. like at first I was concerned, like watching, I was like, am I going to be like fighting the Punisher? like no, he brought his own to this character. This is his own thing. So, all right. So there's plenty of stuff for us to buy. But now there's something you don't have to buy, and that is Destiny 2. It's going free to play later this year. You can buy it, or not buy it. You can play it for free for $0 whole dollars.
Yeah.
And so all you people who played Destiny 1 and never bought Destiny 2 because you were poor, now you have no excuse. Now, I played Destiny 1. I was in the beta for Destiny, the first Destiny, back when I had my PlayStation. And I did play Destiny 2 on both on my PlayStation and the PC. I currently have it on PC before it went free, and now I'm mad. Well, no, I'm not. I got it free anyway. But that's the point. Yeah. One thing you're going to know watching these videos, I get a lot of free stuff. And it's not anything I do. These people are giving me, anyone can get this stuff for the same price of free. I just know why I'm looking. And it's all legal because it's given to me. I got it free through Twitch. So, Destiny 2, you said you never played it.
Never played Destiny.
Yeah. Why not? It's a shooter.
I don't know. I might have to get that one. We'll see.
If you get it, they're supposed to be doing like cross-play, but they didn't specify how that works. It's called cross-saving too. So if you started on one system, continue on another. But if they can get that cross-play to work, I mean, you got Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it should be real easy to cross-play between Xbox and PC. It's Sony that's having the hard time here. But yeah, get on. I'll play with you. I haven't played too much, so it's not like I'm deep in it and have to come way back for you or nothing. Yeah. But it's a special kind of game. It's a shooting game, of course, but it also each class of character. It's like if you took like Battlefield or Call of Duty and took, I don't know, some RPG game and you mix them together and you get this, because there are like special abilities, but they don't have like, you're not going through like menus and special, I'm gonna use this one, I'm gonna use this one, I'm gonna put this one on my person and use that one. You don't have to do that. It's like, oh, you're this type of character, so you got this type of special ability.
Yeah.
And then you got guns. So you got a choice. You can just go through shooting bullets all day. It's just special ability. But if you ever played Warframe, yeah. Warframe, I like to call it the free man's destiny, the poor man's destiny. I can't now because Destiny 2 is going to be free. But Warframe is pretty much a good entry point if you want to get the feel of whether or not you want to like Destiny, because it's kind of a similar type of game. Takes place in space. You got the little spaceship thing that you got, all that fun stuff. You played Halo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just imagine if Master Chief could suddenly shoot fire out of his hand. There you go. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty good game. A lot of customization you can do to your character, and the free version is actually going to be the first year of content where they put out like a couple DLCs that first year came out and everything. All that's going to be included as part of the free one. They are putting out new DLC for the future that you got to pay for, but the base game is going to be free. Now, this one's going the other way around. For me, who's played everything, to him, who's played the Lego Forza Horizon 4. I have yet to play the Lego one because I was told I had to pay $17.99, and I'm not doing that. I already paid, I don't even remember how much I paid just to get Fortune Island, because I thought it was cool, and I thought I'd be driving around and almost getting struck by lightning all the time, and the lightning just struck down the little intro scene, and I don't see it anymore. I'm like, I thought I was going to drive around, all of a sudden just BAM! Lightning! Oh, I'm spinning around because I got freaked by the lightning. No, none of that. And the lightning storm comes, it's like, the lightning's way off in the distance. I'm trying to drive to it. By the time I get to where I think it's struck down there, the sun's out. No lightning striking to the ground. I was let down. So if this was like $9.99, I probably would have gave it a try. Not for $17.
I'm not paying.
Yeah. But you played it?
I played Forza Horizon 4.
You didn't play the Lego one?
I'm not playing.
Okay.
I'm not.
I have Forza Horizon 4. You have Forza Horizon 4?
I tested it out.
Okay. Wait, do you have Game Pass?
I had Game Pass.
Had. Oh.
Yeah.
Because it is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
That's how I got it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. When I first started playing the original one, pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun because it's one of those racing games that doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
Which, why I'm not surprised it's a Lego version. And I am surprised they skipped over Hot Wheels. I guess everybody got tired of Hot Wheels. But Hot Wheels was I think the Forza 7 has Hot Wheels in it. Grand Theft Auto has Hot Wheels in it. Rocket League has Hot Wheels in it. There's so many other games with cars that have Hot Wheels in it.
Yeah.
So, and it's pretty cool because recently, and I know why they did this, but recently there's been this big uptick in life-size Lego versions of cars. One of the more popular ones is the Lego Bugatti. And it actually drives. It doesn't drive as fast as a Bugatti, but it can go. I think I watched a video, they got it up to 60 miles an hour without it falling apart. Then I watched another video where they made a remote control car size one, trying to see if they could scale it to the same speed as a Bugatti. Like, it's 1/16 of the size, so they were trying to get 1/16 of the speed. And it was getting up. And like, as soon as it hit that speed, it just shattered.
Oh my.
It was like, okay, well, that's the end of that one. But it has been a big thing recently that people have been getting into the Lego size cars. So they actually brought that Lego Bugatti out on stage, I believe it was the Bugatti one. They brought that out on stage when they announced it. Now, have you ever played a Borderlands game?
I have played Borderlands, and I'm not really a big fan. I actually have Borderlands 2, which I have yet to download to my Xbox. I just got the game. I got it as a Christmas present. So I've just never played it. I've seen other people play it, but it's not really... It's like a Halo, but a bad graphics Halo.
Well, it's not bad graphics, it's different graphics. It
graphics.
uses what's called cell shading. It's a cartoon style. But I've actually played the first two, not much of them. I had when I got the first one, they were like, "Hey, we got this new thing called the PlayStation Plus. We give you free games." Okay, I'm gonna try this PlayStation Plus thing. Here's Borderlands 2. Okay. And then so this third, and I do have the prequel, Borderlands prequel game. The only other thing I had with anything Borderlands, the robot Claptrap is in a game called Telltale Games Poker Night 2. He's really stupid in this game. But yeah, that's a game I don't know. I mean, I don't have the same fandom for Borderlands as people who got excited for this game. I don't know. I mean, I love a game. I like cell shaded games like that because I like the cartoon look. It's kind of like. Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
That is also it's a version of cell shaded. It's not cell shaded.
That was a movie though.
Yeah.
I can't convert it to a game.
Have you ever played Jet Set Radio? That was also a cell shaded. That was fun. But yeah, there's a lot of games that use that style, but I don't know. And then there's supposed to be like tons and tons of guns and stuff. Like, am I going to be able to play long enough to use each and every gun? Am I going to want to use each and every gun? When you have that many guns, there needs to be a reason for me to want to use it instead of like, all right, I've used these 10 guns. These are my 10 guns. I love these 10 guns. Everything else sucks. I'm not using nothing more than these 10 guns. There's no reason for me to even look for more guns. These are what I want. So that'd be kind of hard. Now the last one, have you ever seen the Blair Witch movie?
I don't like scary movies, so I'm definitely not gonna play a game of it.
Why not?
I watched the preview, or actually I watched the trailer of it, and I got scared within the first 30 seconds of it. So I'm not even gonna try to watch the whole thing. So no.
Now I will say, if you want to see him try and play some of these games, because I have some horror games on my computer, and there's a couple of them I'm not even gonna play. You want to see him play it though? Leave something in the comments.
Leave comments down below and say make Michael play one mystery.
And I have Outlast. I have a game called can't remember. It's a space game.
I think you told me
Dead
about
Space.
Dead Space. That's it.
I have 2 and 3, I think. I tried to play the first one on a demo, and my friend and roommate at the time, she laughed at me because I couldn't get through it because I didn't have a weapon. And I'm hearing noises, and I'm like, and the music starts hitting, and I'm like, and then you turn. And it waited for you to turn and look at this door for it to slam shut or something, slam the door shut. I was like, I'm done with this game. I'm done. I'm good. I don't need no more. It's a weird thing because that whole year that first game came out, you would see videos of men getting terrified of it. For some reason, women are like, oh, this game is awesome. What's wrong with y'all? But it's a terrifying game because it's mostly the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It is a horror game anyway. I mean, I watched the movie, which wasn't really. It was an animated movie. It wasn't really scary more than it was disturbing. And it's like, why is this happening? Ew, why? I know there's a countdown thing on here, but I don't know how to turn it on, so I don't feel like looking. Oh my! And next part, what would you watch? Okay, and yeah. So now we're going to talk about what would you watch. As a quick reminder, anything we talk about, we want y'all to talk about them in the comments too. So, like the previous section with all the games, if there's any you play, not play, you said something wrong about a game, you want to correct it, you can do that too. Because I'm quite sure. Because my paper just has topics; it doesn't have information. So, feel free to say whatever you want. Say how y'all idiots talk about this game. You said it wrong. That's not even what it's called. Whatever. So I'll start with this one, and First movie we're going to talk about. We haven't seen the. Have you seen any of these movies?
I haven't seen the new Shaft. I watched the old Shaft years ago, but...
Alright, so we're going to talk about Shaft 2019. This is the... We can't call it a reboot, even though it's just called Shaft, just like the last Shaft movie was just called Shaft. But it's more of a continuation because it's about Shaft's son and how unlike Shaft he is. And when I first saw the trailer for it, it popped up on my recommendations on YouTube, and it was like, I was like, just saw Samuel Jackson's face in Shaft 2019. Excuse me. And I was like, wait, is he really rebooting a movie he done already did and he played the character of? Like, it'd be different if this was a reboot of the original and they had a completely different person playing Shaft.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this? So I started watching it. It's like, no, Samuel Jackson is Shaft. He's going through. And then it like showed up, and this is Shaft's son. It's like, oh, now I want to see this movie. But it looks good. I mean, I've been a fan of Shaft movies for a long time. They're off the wall, over the top for no reason.
Yeah, Shaft. I looked at the preview. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, and the preview had the trailer had some really funny moments. It was like, yes, I got to see it just to see this joke again. But talk about Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. I mean, all the other Toy Stories I feel like were good. It's just this one. I watched the trailer for this one, and it didn't seem to get me like the other ones did.
It does have some funny moments, only because they got some comedians coming in, like current comedians. But it's still like outside of the jokes and the funnies. It's like, but why am I going to care about this sport? Yeah, I was actually listening to a completely different podcast. They were doing a review of the second Toy Story movie, and was reminded that none of these Toy Story movies were perfect. And like they were talking like it was hard to go back and watch it because you can tell it's been a while. So, and you can tell that it's also, the second one is still a little bit better than the first one, but it has so much stuff going on in it that's like, do you really need the second movie?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel with this fourth one. It's like, do you really need this fourth movie? Like, if they made a Toy Story 5 and it was back on Woody and Buzz, just about them two, and is this going to be like you could just watch 1, 3, and 5 and be good with your life? So, yeah, I mean, 3 felt like it ended perfectly where it needed to end.
Yeah.
It was nice. You know, some people cried, I did, and I was like, wait, nobody died. But, so, I'll see if they have enough people crying at the end of Toy Story 4. It is the real reason I watched Toy Story 3, because people are like, oh, the ending is so sad. I was like, really? Mm. Like, the only part where I was, like, worried about anything going on was when they was in, like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen 3, but it's been years. But, like, there's, like, in the trash, the junkyard, and they're about to fall into, like, the molten whatever. Why there's like molten, I don't even know what it was, some kind of molten pit. And I was like, oh snap, is this it? It's gonna be, we ain't gonna see no more. One of them ain't gonna make it out of this. And I'm like, get to the end of the movie, I'm like,
it's a kid's movie. So
no, I'm gonna tell you a kid's movie where people don't make it out at the end of. There's a kid's movie called Kubo and the Two Strings. It is a really good movie. And it's one of 2 movies I would say if you wanted to teach kids about death and how to deal with death, this is one of the movies you need that you would show them, because it does a good job of showing this is what people happen when people die. This is how you cope with it. Everything's because people die in this movie. Like it has a bunch of fantasy elements into it. It takes like an ancient China or ancient Japan kind of setting. And it's a fun little movie. It's like, oh man, you going through this whole adventure, and then at the end you're like, what? You can't end a children's movie like that. The other one that's like that is have you seen Coco?
Coco, I haven't. Oh.
It's a really good movie too. Yeah, it's but it's really really good. And I watched it and I was like, I didn't cry, but at one point a tear did come right here. I'm like, man, that's sad. It was deep. But it was a kids movie. It was like I could see parents and kids watching and kids be like, oh, that was fun. And look back, Mom, Dad, why are you crying? It was so beautiful. But yeah, I don't know if Toy Story 4 is going to hit anything major.
I don't know. It's a hit.
I mean, 3 was up here. It's already at the top. It's kind of hard to top the top.
Yeah.
You got to know when to stop. Game of Thrones found out when to stop. There's probably going to be a spin-off series because HBO likes money. So,
moving on to Secret Life of Pets 2.
Life of Pets 2. Yes, I left the 2 out of there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. You seen the first one?
I have. It was actually pretty good. It was pretty funny.
I love Kevin Hart's little bunny character was just hilarious.
Yeah.
Gangster bunny.
So this one, I feel like it would be pretty good too.
It does look really good. I recently found out Harrison Ford is in the movie. He plays a dog. So apparently this takes place like they go to the country or whatever. But I'm not sure how this movie is going to go together because when you see the trailers, you got one trailer where the main, I forgot all their names, but the main dog from the first movie is now in the country and you like learning how to be a dog. And then there's this other trailers that focus on the bunny back in the city.
Yeah.
Doing whatever mess he's doing. Just being crazy. And it's like, so where are we? At what point do these two intersect? Am I getting 2 separate movies here? Am I jumping back and forth?
Yeah.
I really hope it's put together. I mean, DreamWorks did this one. They do pretty good on movies. I mean, I don't know how you feel about the Minions and Despicable Me, but I enjoyed them. And it was like Secret Life of Pets. The first one was a really good movie. It wasn't no Pixar killing movie, but it was really good. Yeah, any other movies you want to go see? That haven't came out or have came out and you just haven't been able to see it?
As of right now, I don't think so.
Do you like Star Wars at all?
I hate Star Wars.
Thank you.
I hate Star Wars. Guardian of the Galaxy is my Star Wars. That's what
I like Star Trek. At me in the comments. No, I never
get a
got
whole lot of dislikes now.
No, the Star Trek Star Wars war thing has been going on forever, and I'm like, one, these are 2 completely different space things going on. They just both have the word star in their name.
Yeah.
One is about a war that's just going on. One is people trekking through the galaxy, just exploring. How we put these 2 together. That's like saying World War II versus Woodstock. Because they both start with W's. One is a war, one is a music festival. These are not the same thing.
I can't. I've seen the different Star Wars, but it's just like too many.
I remember when I watched the first one, and I think I might have fell asleep though.
Really? Same.
I mean, Star Wars video games, on the other hand, those are fun.
Yeah.
They're fun for no reason. And it's just like take your lightsaber, like bouncing things, and like the old PlayStation ones had like weird sound effects. Like there was this one that I was playing with like a demo disc, and every time he blocked one of the lasers and it would hit the enemy, he just go, I'm like, what is that noise?
Okay.
it just kept doing that the whole time. Like this has nothing to do with anything, but I'm learned nothing about Star Wars other than the fact that lightsabers now deflect lasers. But yeah, the games are always fun.
Yeah.
The movies are just drawn out, boring. I haven't seen any of the recent ones, but apparently the fans of Star Wars don't even like the recent ones. Now, Star Trek fans love their recent movies. They're not the greatest thing ever, but they're like, it's still a good movie. Star Wars fans are like, this is horrible. We need to erase this from history. I'm going to rewrite the Star Wars movie myself.
They've rewritten Star Wars, I don't know how many times, but it's a war that will never end. Yeah.
See, the thing is, it never gets rebooted. It's just like, here's the story up to this point. Now, you're not watching any horror movies, so you're probably not going to watch it too.
Okay, well, it wasn't actually scary. I don't know if you saw it, but it was actually pretty good.
Want to know a secret? None of these horror movies, especially recent ones, are scary. Are you going to watch the new Chucky movie?
No, I'm not a Chucky fan.
Huh?
I'm not a Chucky fan.
No one's a Chucky fan.
I've seen one Chucky movie. I don't know how many Chucky movies there are, but I've seen
There's
one.
like a buttload of them, and I've only seen 2. Well, I saw one. Well, technically, I saw 1 and 1/4.
I've seen Chucky's Bride. That's it.
I saw the first Chucky and probably like the first 10 minutes of the second Chucky. And when I found out that this is another Chucky movie, and stopped watching it because I was little. And the first Chucky movie had me throwing action figures in the closet, closing the door. Because all my action figures' eyes glow in the dark. And I was like, yeah, I can see this. Just pushed all my action figures into the closet, close the door, and just go to sleep like they don't exist. And they won't wake up and kill me in the middle of the night. But this new one is it's not even about a Chucky doll. The Chucky doll is connected to an AI system to make all the dolls smart. And then the AI system goes rogue and just takes over everything, not just Chucky dolls.
That sounds like an I would.
Yeah, it's not even, you can't even call it a Chucky movie at that point. It's the Terminator. Now we're going to talk about music. And we're going to start with my song of the week. Now, I do plan on having different types of songs. I have a wide selection. I don't know how many different genres you listen to, but I listen to a wide genre. I got hip-hop, rock, country, techno, pop. I listen to all of that. It's good.
Country.
Dude, honky tonk badonka donk is my jam.
Okay.
But yeah, it's so this part I just want to give y'all something to listen to for the week. I mean, y'all can always go look up all these games, maybe catch one of the movies we talk about. If I don't have a song, I try to give you something that y'all can go see, a YouTube video, something. So for the week, y'all got something to look at, listen to. But songs you can listen to, you'll probably listen to over and over if they're good. My song, I promise I'm gonna put more upbeat and happier songs in future videos. But the song's been stuck in my head for so long. It's called This Land by Gary Clark Jr. And it is it's a deep song, but it's really well done. It's well told. It's a story to it, so you can just listen to it. It's a story to it. The music is good. He's got his own little band, and then he plays the guitar himself. This is a song that's great. Watching him perform it is even better. And he's one of those type of artists where it's like, yeah, the music's great, but your performances are awesome. Some other people that fit that, like Maroon 5, they got some great songs, but I love watching them perform. Prince, rest in peace. Watching him perform is awesome. It's nothing like watching a Prince performance because he goes above and beyond. And Gary Clark Jr. is one of those people who's like, he's not super over the top. He's really chill and mellow with it, but just watching him perform, you can tell he's into it. This song it's a deep song. It covers the topic of racism in America, and it's really deep. Really, and being a black person, you can understand where most of that is coming from. Now, I don't want to say racism isn't as bad as it used to be. It's still bad. It's just that it's not as out there as it used to be, because now that we have the internet, people don't want to do nothing because they're scared they're going to be all over the internet. Because once you're all over the internet, you are all over the internet. You're done. So, I mean, this song is kind of not going out to those loud racist people. This is more towards those low-key ones. It's like, there's people who watch you when you're walking around. Like, what you get ready to do? You up to something. Like, am I on? Are you going back home? Okay. We're right here. Wait. It's like talks about one of those kind of people. And a lot of people, doesn't matter what race you are, know one of those kind of people just sitting there like waiting for somebody to do some stereotypical thing so they can call them out and say, I knew that was going to happen. Police show up at their house. See, I knew that was going to happen. The police at their house. You don't know why the police there. Someone could have broke into their house and stole their TV. And that's the kind of thing with this song. It's like, forces you to stop and think about, where are you at in this scenario? What would you do in this scenario? How should you respond? And like with the song, like his response is, I'm here. I didn't just come off a boat. I grew up in the same place. And I just bought a house down the road, not far from where I used to live. I'm just here. And you hate it. And that's kind of what it is. It's like, it's a really deep song. I mean, you said you listened to some of it, right?
I listened to some of it. It's pretty deep song. I see what you mean by it. I watched the video, so you could see that it has to do with the racism, everything like that. So it was pretty deep. I
haven't seen the video yet. I've only seen his live performances. He performed on Jimmy Fallon. He performed on SNL, I think. So he had 2 performances there. And his other song, which I was going to put, I want to bring that up. If you don't like deep music, then you can listen to his other song, Pink Cadillac, which is kind of a love song kind of thing. And it's still, just watching him perform it is awesome. But now, we talking about the story. Now, what do you think about the actual music, the song itself?
The music, to be honest, like I said earlier, it sounds like Kid Cudi to me. Or it has a little bit of, I can see a little Kid Cudi on it. I don't know if he was inspired by him or what, if they came around the same time, but it has, maybe just that song has that sound, not the feel, because it's two different sides, but that sound.
Yeah, I like the music because, like I said, he has a band and his own guitar.
Yeah.
And that's one of the rare things you find in music nowadays. Everyone's got a DJ and just mixing someone else's song into someone else's song, and then, hey, look, I made a new song out of other people's song.
Yeah.
And you could clearly hear the other people's song in this new song. And he, like I said, it's really, the music he does is really kind of low and mellow. Like, he's nothing too wild, too crazy.
Yeah.
Not pumping his music in the club somewhere like, oh yeah, that's the jam. You're not doing all that. He has the type of music, whether you listen to this one or his other song, Pink Cadillac, it's the kind of music that just lay back, like evening, just got off work, just chilling, want something to listen to while you do some stuff around the house. That's the kind of music this is. Or, cruising down the road, you ain't got nowhere to go. Like I said, maybe you're getting off work and just ride down the road, just turn this on, just like, nice day, listen to the song. That's the kind of vibe that I get from his music. And no matter what the topic of the song is, it's all that chill kind of, okay, I feel you. You're not doing any crazy dances to it. You're not flossing to it. Just nod your head to it. Like, all right, I get it. Okay. Yeah. But Michael's favorite song is?
It's called Guidance.
It's actually called No Guidance.
See, I messed up on my own song. He doesn't like the song, but...
Yeah, I went to look for it. I was like, it's not showing up guidance. This is a song No Guidance by Drake and Chris Brown.
Yeah, I mean, it probably came out like a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, but I mean, if you know the history behind Drake and Chris Brown, I don't know if you heard, but they've been at it for years. One better than the other one better than one. They're both talented.
They both have two very different genres of music, so why does it matter?
They actually have. They kind of merged. So I mean, I think this year they kind of put that beat behind them and actually made good music. They both have good music on their own. So coming together, I think they made something.
Now, on my end, I decided to listen to this song before we started recording. Now, good music is subjective. Like, some of y'all might listen to this song that I had and be like, oh, that's not good. It is, but y'all be wrong, but still. But I will say Chris Brown has had his moments, but I was never a fan of Chris Brown. And I will say the same thing about Drake. He's had this, I think I have one song that I actually enjoyed by Drake that sits on my phone. It's called Going Home.
Yeah.
Like that. It's really slow, mellow. I liked it. When it came out of time that I was like big on Outkast at the time, specifically Andre 3000, who was doing like the same kind of slower R&B inspired music as opposed to his usual hip hop stuff. So I think I was just in a mood for hip hop artists being R&B artists. Yeah. But it wasn't. I'm not gonna say neither one of them are artists. I can't take that from them. They create art. There's some other artists that I will argue are not artists. But these two, I'll let them have that. I'm not gonna say they're garbage. They're not completely. But you have one whose music is maybe in the beginning was kind of okay. I'm not going to take some of the stuff he's done in his past into consideration when it comes to music, because it's about the music. Now, I mean,
personal life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to separate the personal from the music when I listen to music. Like, I know R. Kelly did some mess, but I'm not going to sit here and say that Bump and Grind is a bad song. That I'm not going to sit here when I just need a laugh and not going to turn on Trapped in the Closet. you need that pick me up. Trapped in the Closet. But you be, why? What was on your mind, R. Kelly? Like, I have the whole 12 chapters. It's like, you get halfway through, you're like, does he really keep going?
That's exactly what happened. Everybody was tuned in, though. If you looked at it, it was kind of like a story behind it. So, I mean, it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
But once you get to a certain point in it,
it's
then
like,
you're like, okay.
It took a turn this way. You're like, what? Were you high? But yeah, but like I said, like, so, Chris Brown does some stuff, and I can separate that. And Drake, like I said, he's an artist. He does okay. Actually, personally, after watching him on SNL one night, I think he'd probably make a better comedian than a musician. But he's still him. But listening to this song, I think maybe I'm just getting too old. I don't know. But I was listening to the song the whole time, why? And I don't even know why it's called No Guidance. Maybe I couldn't hear all the words fully or something. I'm going to go look up the lyrics and see what happens. But at no point did they mention anyone being guided or not guided.
Maybe that's the point. It's no guidance because you didn't get it.
Yeah. I think they were just like, we need to name the song. I don't know what to name it. Hey, maybe you said they were beef. Maybe they couldn't decide on a name. And some random person was just calling No Guidance because y'all have no guidance to the name of the song.
It could be.
But I will say when it got closer to I would say around the first part of the song, I won't say it's entirely bad.
Yeah.
It did have a nice flow to it. It did have I could see like this being played at like a party, some background. I personally wouldn't blast this in my car, but I could see it as like background music at some party that is playing, whatever. When it got to the back half, I'm assuming this is Drake's half.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on anymore. It was like the issue I have with modern music today is that everyone's trying to either sound the same or just do the same thing. And when it got to that point, it was like, I don't know, I couldn't tell if this was, if I didn't know who did the song, I wouldn't have known if this was Drake or just some random other hip hop artist that's currently out. Because it didn't sound like Drake. It sounded like Drake being someone else.
Yeah.
And, the first part was Chris Brown's part. If you didn't tell me it was Chris Brown, I wouldn't even know who it was. I was like, what is this? It's different enough that this is Chris Brown. This is him doing him. He might be trying something a little different than his normal stuff, but he's doing him. I haven't heard any recent stuff, so I'm not sure. But the last thing I heard was a song he did with Busta Rhymes a while back. But, his part was tolerable. I was like, I can deal with that. But when artists start just trying to be everyone else, it's like, I can't follow you then, because you just abandoned what made you popular in the first place, so you could be, hey, make sure that's a number one hit like this guy over here.
I mean, it is a number one hit right now.
That's the sad part. Y'all are feeding this. But yeah, it's like a lot of the people, it takes a whole lot to get me to be a fan of your music. Gary Clark earned me as a fan. Like, it wasn't this one song that got me. I had to hear a few songs first. And this one song got me enough, like, let me see what the rest of this album sounds like. And that's what pulled me in. Like, there's no artist that I'm a fan of that artist, but I only like one song. You gotta, like Ludacris, up until a certain point, I was like, this whole album is awesome. Every song is my favorite song. And like Outkast, Outkast, only when they're together, because Big Boy by himself is not, he needs Andre.
Yeah.
Andre by himself is awesome. Big Boy by himself is just boring. It's just, like Redman and Method Man, they were separate before, and they come together and make awesome. Separate this is awesome. When you put Method Man and Redman in a song together, that's awesome. Keaton and Kim, they're awesome. And separately, they're still funny. You put them together, they're just twice as funny. Outkast, it's awesome. When you separate them, it's like, no, go back together. Like CeeLo, he left his group. I don't know what the rest of his group is doing, but CeeLo is big right now. So, CeeLo did try to get back together with his group and break out an album, and I did not. Not a fan of it.
I haven't heard CeeLo in a minute. I haven't heard CeeLo in a minute. It's been...
Yeah, CeeLo hasn't done much in a long time. He doesn't just randomly throw out albums when he just feels like it. I don't know what he's doing now. Right now he's on that Missy Elliott part where he just disappeared for like years and like, you heard of it? And then just show up and like, here's an album. It's the greatest thing ever. You'll love it. But she can do that because she's Missy Elliott. Yeah. And I'm quite sure she's a robot because ain't nobody look the same now as they did in 1997. There's no way that is happening. Alright, so before we cut this off, I mean, do you have any other things you want to talk about? You want to share with our fans or anything? Or future fans? Or, I don't know who's watching right now because this is YouTube and I can't see you. So, now, if I could see you through YouTube, you might want to call Google. and tell them to stop spiraling.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add, but it seemed like we covered a lot.
Well, I'm gonna bring up one more thing. By the time this video goes up, hopefully it'll be in the comments below. If not, it's not. But we're working on a Patreon. All the stuff we record is not going to show up in the whole video because time. And I don't want y'all sitting here like ever. Like, are these two gonna shut up? Are we gonna move to the next topic or what? What's going on? So, if you want to see the stuff in between, we're gonna have a Patreon set up, so you can sign up for that, support us, because as beautiful as this wall is, we want an actual studio with actual cameras. I mean, my LG G8 is awesome. But I want an actual camera that can like do full everything. I want a real set. These lights, he's like, I want real studio lights. And we got so many big ideas we want for this channel. Y'all may have already seen on our channel, Secret Agent Soul. We've actually put it on hiatus because we want to make that best thing ever. And that's how y'all can help support that by going to Patreon to do that. So hopefully, I'll either have it in the link below. If not, I'm trying to set up a social media thing for us and all that fun stuff. Because we already got ourselves an email set up. And I'll be in the link in the description as well if you want to email us for sponsorships and other inquiries about our video. So, I think that's all. So, how we gonna end these videos?
Leave a like down below, comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And we'll see you next video.
Alright, next week it is. Peace.
Peace.